All right, what is going, everybody? Real Diversity here, man. We are back with another one. Let's go ahead and open some quick packs up. As you guys may know by the title of the video, we're gonna be playing with a Cranio Dose deck. We're gonna be using Cranio Dose today. If you guys if you guys want to check out, I did a full breakdown of the set, this A2 set, Space Time Smackdown set, and one of the biggest cards I was just immediately like, just taken back by what excuse me, it was when I saw Craniados. I said, whoa, this card has a lot of potential. And I immediately thought this is going to be meta. This is definitely going to be meta. In my mind, I was thinking, but it hasn't taken off as much as I thought it would. Okay, good. I already have one of those Giratinas. It's my second one. So really nice. I had the art one, I don't know which art was called. 3-star or whatever. So we're gonna get into it. I'm opening one more. I can't remember which ones I really need to open right now. I really need some more electric. I'm really trying to get my Faulkner deck finished. I gotta see which one actually is meant for that one. Cause I'm still missing Luxury actually for and then while I'm here, let me go check out. I'm still missing actually Infernape too, am I? Or at least a second Infernape. Oh, there's one Infernape, so I guess we'll go for it, in hopes that we get it, and then I guess we'll go for that Luxury as well. I just passed. I think we should already have Monferno, all of that, so we're just missing. Yeah. All right, let's see if we get lucky today. Yep. This is what one of your picks are, at least supposed to be used for, is late game. Not late game, but like in new sets, trying to get those cards and things like that. At least that's what I've been using it. I'm just going to be an idiot and pick the same spot, and it worked. You don't do that. I don't do that often. Or I do that often, and a lot of times, cause it just feels so bad when it's in that. It feels so bad. Like it's a 1 out of 5 chance that you get the right one, but it feels so bad when it doesn't move, and it makes you feel like an idiot because it's like it basically feels like it told you where it was at, and you still didn't pick it. So I always feel bad when I don't get in front of or not in front when I don't get the pick. When it stays in the same spot for like most of the time, 8 out of 10 times I'm gonna pick the same spot, and then and then that 2 out of 10 I don't pick the same one. That's when it's gonna still be in that same spot, and then we're gonna look like an idiot. So yeah, usually if it's something really important, I just pick the same spot. If you do that, you really can't go wrong. Like you're gonna obviously not always get it, but if you just pick the spot it's on, you're gonna like every so often get it. So I knew that one may be random. I don't think this one's gonna be in the same spot, but if it was, or and that, of course that was actually the spot I was gonna pick for Luxio. That was literally just the spot I thought to press, but then I just randomly picked. Wow, we could have went 2 for 2, which I've done. I've done that plenty of times. I went 3 for 3 with these winner picks before. So sometimes I've gotten really lucky with them, and other times like I needed Gyarados for so long, and I had maybe like saw him 3 times in a wonder pick set, and I could not pull him. I even went for like a Korean one because I just like really he was like the only card I needed before the set switched over, and I wanted to make sure I had got him, so that he could so I could make a deck if I wanted to. I never even made a Gyarados deck because I just never was a big fan of Gyarados. Okay, that was very long-winded intro. Let's get into this deck. Oh man. All right, so here we go. This is our I haven't titled it on yet because I'm still testing it until I feel like it's really set and solid. This is where we're gonna sit. But this is our I'm sorry, I said Cranidos, Rampardos deck. This is what we're gonna be running. So we're running Hitmonchan, and then Marshadow, a couple of those, and then obviously the set for Rampardos and his fossils. We're running one Pokeball, mainly because we don't necessarily need two that bad. But we're running one. We're gonna start with a basic, which is hopefully gonna be our Chan. But if not, then maybe if we use our Pokeball, if we do start with Marshadow, if we use a Pokeball, that ups our odds too. We have a two out of three chance of getting a Hitmonchan that we need. We have one XP. This XP isn't that crucial, but it is useful for just kind of moving it around Marshadow early game. It's also really nice to get Rampardos out if we need to remove him. But again, it's really just to move Marshadow if we need to at any point in the game. Most likely, this deck is low energy, so you really don't risk too much like having to waste the energy to retreat. And since everything's one retreat cost for the most part, except for Cranidos, but again, we're gonna be running the Skull Fossil. So as long as we set that on the bench, and we don't get, he doesn't Cyrus us or anything like that, we should be good. We run a Rocky Helmet too. This is for breakpoints. One reason we do run, and then we should be running Cyrus here. Okay, we are. One reason we run Hitmonchan over Hitmonlee. You may be wondering, well, what's the difference? Or once you want to maybe potentially capitalize off of Cyrus, as he's a new great tech card in the game. Well, yeah, you have a good point. We do want to capitalize off Cyrus, but I think Hitmonchan is a little bit more impressive, or not more impressive, but more reliable, at least early game. Maybe when they just have one Pokemon, they may not have a bench, and it's so easy to get around Hitmonlee. And so I think Hitmonchan is just more consistent. And you just kind of hope he puts pressure on their Manaphy early. If they're running Palkia, Manaphy. So it's just a lot better running him over like Hitmonlee, who really just kind of ignores what's in front of it, which isn't that bad with these Drotagon decks, or even like these Gyarados decks or something like that. But I just don't see. I think Hitmonchan is just gonna play a lot better. Again, Hitmonlee would have worked a little bit better with the new Cyrus card, but I think for the purpose we need to put early damage in to the active mon, because also Marshadow is going to come in, and we need Marshadow to be able to sweep. And if they already have 30 damage on it, or potentially 60, if it's like, say, something like this been building up like a Mewtwo, then we can come in and sweep it. So that's really the beauty of this deck. Again, one Pokemon communication. I think I adjusted that. I think that used to be different. But one Rocky Helmet again for breakpoints. So to hit that 150, so say we throw Marshadow in. Marshadow does his 130. If they'll either, so for some of the ones that are like 150, like a Mewtwo, they'll have to think twice about attacking us at that point. So that's what the Rocky Helmet's for, is to put pressure on early game, and especially to also maybe even if they want to knock out one of our Marshadows. Okay, now they're down 20 plus. We maybe throw in a Rampardos in to hit them for 150 total. So it's a lot of plays that I think the Rocky Helmet does help us with. So that's why it's here. It does play a part. Giovanni, of course, to help also break that 130 to make it 140 more consistent, because there is a lot of 140 going around. And I think Rampardos himself he's 150, but there's a lot of Garchomp, for example, 140. A lot of new EXs are like 140. Yamega is like 140, I believe, or 130. Obviously, Celebi Pikachu under 140, but Mewtwo, for example, even just hitting him early, maybe with a Giovanni and Hitmonchan helps us, beat him later after the math is done. So, well, actually just one Hitmonchan, but I guess if they potion or something, it evens out that potion for us. So yeah, it's a lot we can do. And that's why we run Giovanni, but mainly for that 140. We just want to make sure we're getting for 140. There is a lot of giant capes going on, so that can be troublesome. But with two researchers and also Sabrina and Cyrus, again, these are great. Cyrus or Sabrina, this pairs well, especially if their early mon is like something like a Drotagon, and we just want to hit something else, so we just sub it out, hit something else, and if we need to, whatever they want to throw in for the moment, we can bring back out later for a knockout if we need to. So anyways, let's jump into enough talking. I played with this deck maybe a few games, not that many, but enough for me to make adjustments to it. I don't think I copied this deck or anything, but I may have took some inspiration, so I'm not going to take credit for this deck because I cannot remember it. if I look for inspiration before I made this or not. But I did make a Garchomp video, and that deck is very not very similar, but it's a little bit similar to this one. Okay, really. Oh, wow, one of the best hands we could actually see. Um, and we go first, and on top of that, we have an Oak. So yeah, one of the better hands we could ever imagine to see. And with this being said, I should have. Okay, before I do that, can I use? Okay, so you can't use communication on a fossil. That's interesting. I was very curious on that. You cannot use it on a fossil. Okay, Hitmonchan, really great. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait, but he may help us evolve or get our Cranidos or Rampardos here. So we're gonna wait to use our Pocket Communication. We're gonna use Oak next turn first, and hopefully we pull our one of our other basics. So if we do go ahead and pull Marshall, this one again one of the better hands. We're pretty set up nicely here to actually be effective. But there I think is like a 2 in 5 chance that we get Cranidos next turn with the Poke Communication. So let's to bring the next turn would be also nice here, I think, to help with Dialga. I wonder, do you retreat here or not? What do you do here? If he doesn't have an X speed, it's kind of like, do you just let your Pidgey die? Or do you sub it out? Okay, yeah, taking these hits. Oh, no XP either. Yeah, that's good on our part. I wonder what is that the normal Pidgeot? I wonder. Another skull fossil. So again, let me poke research here. Rampardos. Okay. Okay, I'm liking the odds here. So let's go ahead and Pokemon Kitchen on Hitmon Chan. And if we can get Cranidos, we're in really good shape. And we did. Okay, awesome. We are in immensely good shape here. So next turn we can actually strike. So he's yeah, tough. Tough for him. If he doesn't potion here, he loses his Dialga so super early. I don't think a deck like this would even run potion either with the giant capes. 2 giant capes and a potion just doesn't make sense to me. So I think he's actually done for here. Are you lucky enough to run a potion? Okay, no. So he unfortunately, but fortunate for us, he loses his he's gonna lose his Dialga here. And I'm just gonna go ahead just on a chance that we may potentially get another. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, man. I wish he would have let that played out. But he essentially gonna have he gonna have no energy. He was gonna have no like nothing to show for the first 2 turns, and he went second. He was gonna have pretty much nothing to show. In my opinion, he made a mistake in playing Dialga instead of like letting Pidgey take the hit. But I don't know what he was so scared of because Pidgey was easily gonna survive that. But wait, I forget how much actually. Maybe he actually isn't quite there. Maybe he isn't as slow as I thought. Cause how much does Cranidos hit? He is for 50. I forgot. So yeah, we would have. If I was thinking fully, we would have definitely knocked out his We would have definitely been able to knock out his Pidgeot. Honestly, that turn. So. And then we would have been able to put immense pressure into his Dialga the next turn. Yeah, I think he was gonna lose that anyway. We was gonna be able to, okay, the other way we could have won that is if he left. Also Cranidos also one of the he's basically a primate, but with less HP. So he's really solid. Oh, I'm sorry, he has more HP. Cranidos himself actually isn't even that bad. That's what's kind of cool about the deck. I can't. Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fine with me. I do want to see my X speed. That would be nice. Nope, no X speed. Okay, fine. If I see X speed next turn, that's like my. It's actually totally fine if we don't, because then we can still one shot the Drotagon next turn either or in our third turn. If we do get an XP though, we're Sabrinaing him. Oh, Sabrina. We're gonna Sabrina him. Come here, young man. Wow, this deck's looking really good right now too. Cause you gotta think too. One like even just Cranidos is threatening. You don't gotta think that hard about it. Cranidos is threatening here, and he really can't hero cape or potion his way out of this one. So once Rampardos comes out next turn, it's a knockout. If we see Cyrus, that would be great too, but I don't think we will see Cyrus. Again, what is he? Yeah, I think even next turn, if he throws another energy on, we do take 20 from Drotagon though. We do also take 20 from Drotagon, but yeah, we're actually fine with that. Oh, plus we lose 50, so yeah, we're definitely screwed here. But if he attacks, minus the 50, yeah, he knocks us next turn for sure. But with the even with a cape, he loses with Marshadow. And I'm gonna think with a cape and a potion, does he? I think he actually clutches it with a cape and a potion. I just don't think they run a potion in this deck. No, no, yeah, even yeah, cape and potion, we still win actually. Cause with the what do you do? Do you retreat here? I would imagine. But that puts you back to the Ice Age, I think, honestly. And you have to worry about Osirising you next turn too. So, but if he doesn't retreat, then he very costly there. He does Leaf. That okay? That makes things scary. I was say if he plays Leaf, that makes things scary for us. We have to preserve Rampardos. Here's our only like win condition. Um, I was wondering if he was going to do that. That's an interesting play here. Honestly, we need to get our second Cranidos out. Wait, have we lost any Demons yet? Okay, our second Mars Shadow. Very nice, very nice. Okay. I like this idea. And if he does Cyrus us here, we're still in good shape here. Oh, this is kind of scary now. Greninja does a lot. Actually, Greninja knocks us here. Actually, but he would have to. They would have to. No, no, no. He actually doesn't. Greninja needs 2 turns to knock us. And actually, he can't even. Maybe he doubles into the Marshadow. I wonder. But then that puts us in a tricky spot too. Oh, okay, that's fine. Who do you take out here? Yeah, he actually just big misplay, big misplay there. Do you go for the knockout on Marshadow here, or do you try to put damage into both? I would honestly, if he's smart, you put damage into Rampardos here. If he's smart, either way, this match is over now. Interesting, interesting play. Maybe to make that's an interesting play, but yeah, that's the beauty to it. Rampardos as well. It's like just one energy to attack and you're good. So this is game. I don't know if he's seen it coming or not, but yeah, that's all it took. I think he had just really no way of coming back there. He does get the knockout there, but a trade for a trade, I'm willing to take. See ya. Yeah, very nice. Rampardos, I mean, he's brilliant. He really does his job really well. But that is a very heavy side effect that I forget to. That sometimes it pretty much makes him a glass cannon almost. And but if you play him right, and even if you do sacrifice him, you have Marshadow that can come in, or you may have a second Craniodose. If you have nothing knocked out by that turn and you play back to back Craniodose plus a Marshadow, it's not really still just not much that really is competing with that, honestly. So of course we're going second here and with no Hitmonchan. That's unfortunate, because we could have Giovanni the not in Eevee here. Well, of course we don't have him when Eevee's out in front of us, but he may X speed us here, so maybe XP for Manaphy. Let's see if we get the no. Well, no, we still need the X speed actually here. Even if we get Machamp here, and we don't, we get Marshadow a Hitmonchan. Even if we had pulled him there, no, let's go with Fossil. If he doesn't put Vaporeon out this turn, then we get a knockout here. He missed these. If he gets lucky, I think we just leave here, honestly, because, all right, I'll take one. That accelerates him way more than I would have liked, but puts a giant cape on. Very nice, huh? Since we won't get the knockout this turn anyway, we'll go with Hitmonchan here. If we don't see Rampardos next turn, we'll put more energy on back on Marshadow, which I don't mind, honestly. Okay, Leaf's out of there. I guess it's smart-ish. I'm assuming he's gonna put Articuno in. Not gonna be able to hit us for anything but 40, and also can't Misty again this turn. So this is really fine for us because if we do get Rampardos, ooh, I lied hard. Yo, we gotta see Rampardos next turn, or this match is over. Or this match is over. We have a win condition. We still have our Poke Center there. Okay, we didn't even our Poke Communications. We didn't even need it though. We just managed to pull the right card at the right time. This is gonna put him in a really tough spot. No matter what he says, this is gonna put him in a tough spot. We're still gonna wait on that communication, to see. That's why we run double Giovanni's for that exact reason. That is why this deck runs double Giovanni. And what's interesting here, if we pull Cyrus, is game. If we see Cyrus next turn, that's game, no matter what. If we see Cyrus, we win. And even if not, he's gonna take 130 plus gonna have to take another. Oh, Misty. Fudge. A lucky Misty would really kill here. Uh-oh, no. Come on. Come on. Come on. You have to be kidding me. You legit have to be kidding me. Oh, and he already has two. Yeah, we have to leave here. He already has two. Oh my gosh. I guess that's what I deserve. I must say, like, the last 5 games I've seen Misty, they always hit tails. I gotta say, I deserve that one. I have yet, no one's hit a heads on Misty in so long against me that I just knew he was gonna at least get 1 or 2, but this man got 5 of them. It's nothing we could do there. That was as lucky as it gets because all we had to do was put pressure. We just needed one more turn to set up Marshadow, and that's all. We just need another turn for Marshadow. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Are we going second here? Of course. When we get him on Chan, we never go second. We never can put the early pressure on. But otherwise, this deck is performing really high. It's doing really well. Just unlucky there. Unlucky RNG for us there. I would have loved to see our Yeah, this sucks too because now we have to wait to build Marshadow. And if he gets a lucky Misty, that's puts us in a bad spot. But we definitely want to get 2 Hitmonlees in before we get knocked out here. So we just cross our fingers. Oh, he leaves. Even better. I don't have to worry about getting no early game pressure. But again, Misty, another lucky Misty, can derail. Yeah, I mean, just nothing you can do to it. I think Misty needs to be. I think Misty just needs to be more consistent. I think it just should just be a normal. Add 1 water energy to whatever. I think that consistency. I wouldn't hate that. I don't think would anyone hate just a consistent Misty. Again, if he gets lucky with Misty here, we might as well unplug the game. Pocket decks are running rampant, man. They are running wild. And he's going to be able to get 2 off, 2 mana fees off. Even that's just going to be tough to come back from later. But, and he gets a lucky. There's just no way. Okay, he fortunately, for the love of God, he fortunately misplayed that. Here's what we do. Obviously, Cranidos Rampardos only needs one ever, so you never really need to stack him early. You can just wait till he comes in. Um, you know what's interesting here is we are running Cyrus. Do we Sabrina him here? No, I think we save what we got. I see a terrible misplay in Sabrina there. I think we oh shoot, I gotta keep. I accidentally lost the match the other earlier by not waiting so long that I didn't even attack. Cause I gotta make sure I'm paying attention at a time or two. I think yeah, that would be a huge misplay actually. Again, not bad. He's building up his second Palkia, so he really could oh I forgot it does 20 the whole bench. So he can still Rampardos us later. Again, I know Mars is a common card here. So I'm just gonna just to avoid any bad RMG, I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Now here's the thing: if he Cyruses us and then knocks out our Rampardos, we still win because then we Cyrus him back and then we use Marshadow. So it's a very win-win for us regardless. That's why I took a second. I said, do we force out a Palkia now? That way he has to like, because I don't think he would want to retreat there. Okay, that's fine. Again, that's to be decided. Now he can't Mars us either this turn. He can't Mars us either this turn. He can't Cyrus us either this turn. So yeah, once you leave, that's it. That's all he can do. I figured that's all I should have just countered him to do either way though. Oh, interesting. That's interesting. So here he's still really threatening here either way. But we just Cyrus you out and end the match. But either way, even if we just put pressure on that Palkia, I don't know what else he could have done there. Yeah, I foresaw that like 3 turns ago. That's why I was like, it won't be if he knocks out Hitmonlee. The only concern was maybe a Sabrina. A Sabrina would have been kind of a issue, but even then he wouldn't. He would have had to a Sabrina would have actually been pretty annoying there. I think. So, but either way, there it is. That's the win again. Yeah, it competes. This deck competes, man. It looks nice all the time. Like it's always. It never feels like we have yet to run into an issue where we just couldn't get Rampardos out. It's been times where we've maybe contemplated using our Poke communication, but we haven't even had to use that once. So it's a good backup too. If your car station are just sitting at the bottom of your deck, but you definitely don't want to see Cranial like super late though. So hopefully you don't. That's the only thing I can imagine going really wrong is getting. Are we going second for once? My God, can we go just for once? Just once. I would love to like in these decks that we're going against. They're benefiting so well. Like even just going second is benefiting them so well right now. All right, one of those is going back in the deck next turn. I just crossed my fingers. He doesn't have a basic yet, but I mean that's after that, and it's unlikely he doesn't have a Pokeball or at least a Charmander. If we're lucky, he obviously just gets a bunch of tails. But if we're lucky and he can only get Charmeleon out within the next 2 turns, we can potentially if we get some we need Sabrina. Here's everything we're gonna need. We're gonna need a Sabrina and we're gonna need to get Cranidos here, which is probably low chance. Yeah, probably stupid low chance, honestly. I'm gonna throw Hitmonlee out just because I don't want to get Sabrina or anything like that. Yeah, us going first would have felt really better there, much better. Yeah, it's no doubt he's gonna get Charizard out. That's what's gonna suck here. Fun stuff. No Marshadow either. And he pretty much has just double Crimson Storm here. He hit us twice. Yeah, he has to leave. Yeah, that's it for us. Because he can throw an energy on Charizard and then Crimson Storm us again next turn. Very, very unfortunate. Again, we went first. I'll get okay. I don't want to end it on a loss, but if we lose the next one, we lose. But I want to end on a win here for sure. But again, the deck for what it is performing really well. I must say. Obviously, didn't have the best draw there. We had a bunch of supports. Not mad at that. Especially late games. You want to see those. They're all very crucial in us getting wins, especially mid to late games. So I love when I see them, but just not that super early. Okay, watch we go get we don't. Yep, I knew it. I say watch we just do not get our Machamp. Of course, every time. Ooh, bro, just come on, Pokemon Pocket, please. If I can get this early knockout, I won't ask you for nothing else, Pokemon. Just give me what's the chance? It's a 2 out of 3. I get Hitmonchan next turn. We already have the X speed. We just need to see Hitmonchan. That's it. That's all. That's it. Do you sub out? Okay. Okay, perfect. This automatically guarantees the Machamp here. What a G. So I just wanted to get this early knockout. This puts a lot of pressure on him. A lot of pressure. And this does 50 if I have a Poke Tool on, right? Okay. It's fine. Sometimes I wish it would show the card that's going back in, but is that too revealing to show it? I feel like in the other TCG it does that though. In the actual TCG. Okay, good. That early knockout's a lot of pressure. Okay, well, look, Hitmonchan again. That's why he's so much more impactful than Hitmonlee. Is for I want opportunities like that. There is a lot of electric running around right now, so that opportunity again, Eevee, that situation with Eevee, also hit Kangaskhan, which is not that common anymore. But if he comes out, he's a two shot for us. So again, there's a lot of potential running him over anything else right now. So yeah, I think 30 is good. Especially into those tight matchups. And if not, I mean 30 pressure immediately for one energy is better than nothing. Especially considering most one energy basics or not basics, but most one energy like early mons are only hitting for 20, except for Farfetch or something. But and then also, I mean, if we wanted to, we could also run Farfetch in this deck. Just he gets knocked out a lot faster than we probably need him to. So, but at the same time, if you're able to knock out Farfetch, you're probably gonna be able to knock out our Hitmonchan. He doesn't beat that many thresholds, and especially the meta now doesn't rely or doesn't really have that many mons that are hidden early. It's kind of like a lot of late mons. So I think maybe even at 40 would help us, honestly. I'll have to test that out. Farfetch may be just as solid too here, honestly. Now I think about it. And then him getting knocked out sooner kind of does help us a little bit with um him getting knocked out does help us a little bit with getting Marshall out, but at the same time, there's so many, so many Dark Rod decks right now that I think he would get knocked out just way too quick. Like literally, if Dark Rod puts all of its energy on, it doesn't even have to attack it. It just all of this, if it just puts 3 energy on, Farfetch is done for. So I guess in this current meta, he actually isn't that great. But anyways, yep, that's it. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you get, please thumbs up. I love that. It helps the channel. And if you want to leave a comment, I'm interested. If you guys thought this was a cool deck, or if you want to try it, let me know if you're thinking about using it, or what have you been using. I'm curious. I also have a Garchomp video up. If you I like that deck's feeling really consistent, and I was struggling like the first day to make something good. And that deck I'm using now with Garchomp feels really consistent. So go check that out. I think it's a really nice video. And I want to get it out there because I love Garchomp. And one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. I started in Gen 4, and he definitely was like him and Infernic were like competing for #1 for a long time. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Go look at my other videos too. I opened a bunch of packs and some other videos. Just go click on some stuff and see what I had going on. As soon as the season dropped, we was dropping a lot of content. But yeah, that's all I got. Peace out, guys.